Hi guys, it's Melissa Shirk, and a few of you were asking me about how I made that flower backpack the other day in a line work situation. And I thought I would come on and show you guys how I did it because it really wasn't very difficult. Um, Also, as we do, I guess, in the balloon world, our thought process maybe carries on a bit further than other people. Maybe. I don't know. But after I had made the backpack and you guys were asking me about it, I got thinking, what other things could we do with this? Like how else could we make this into something more? So I thought, you know what? While I'm here with you today, we're going to try to figure out how to put the flower backpack onto a hairband. And I have an idea as well how to do it in more than 3 colors. So this video might get a little bit lengthy. You can always just skip ahead to wherever you want to be. We're going to start with the backpack. Okay, so what you need is 3 balloons that are blown up all the way and then just tied into a hoop. I've just chosen some primary colors here for that. And then you need 1 balloon that's blown up basically all the way, but then you let out some air to give it a little bit of just a tiny tip that's like, I don't know, 1.5 fingers, I don't know, whatever. The one that you're going to use for the strap, I actually like to really stretch it. So I'm apologizing right now if this gets squeaky, okay? Because sometimes it does. I like to stretch it because then you get a little bit more give in the straps. Here we go. Okay, so once you get that all stretched out, then you can tie that one together in the same fashion, just so you get a nice shape. Now let's see if that actually did anything, giving it a little bit of a stretch, okay, in comparison. So you can see the white one, like it is a little bit bigger than the blue one, which is what we want, just so you have a little bit more room. Okay, so basically you're gonna just take these 3, find the middle, and turn it into 2 petals. Okay, do that with each one. And I'm just twisting them together in the middle. Okay, find that center. Do. Got those. This. And just twist them all together. Okay. Then you just kind of alternate the colors, right? So I'm gonna go start with red, yellow, blue, and then red, yellow, blue. So that opposite colors, like, or sort of the same colors is like opposite itself. Okay, so we have that part of it. Now we're gonna just take, you know what? I'll show you how I did the other backpack here. I was gonna go off on a tangent and do a different idea, but I'm just gonna show you how I did the one that people were asking about. Okay, so I took a little quick link. This one's just a green polka dot. And I just put, I don't know how much, not much. That's probably about, I'm going to say 2 pumps on a hand pump. Okay. If you're using the green 2-way pump, it's probably like 1, 2. Okay. I put the knot fairly close to the nozzle just so I have a little bit of room to play with it. Okay. Then, you know what? Before I add this in, I'm going to tuck these in. Sorry, this is how my brain goes. I just go, you know what? I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to do that. Okay? So I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm just making flower petals, and I'm going to tuck them in. Now, if this thing gets all jumbled up, that's actually okay, because once we get this in there, this is actually what's going to hold it all together and keep it nice and flat. Okay, so I know I did like, oh, you do every other, and then I messed it all up anyways. All right, So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our quick link balloon, we're gonna squeeze it so that you have a little bit on top, more on the bottom. Like the bottom part, you really want more like rounded looking, I think. Okay, so we're going to twist that little bit off. So you have a tiny bubble and a big bubble. Okay, the tiny bubble is actually what's going to rest sort of, I guess, between the shoulder blades, maybe. Anyways, you're going to take this. I put the tiny bubble in between my shoulder parts, so on the inside of this, and then pull the top of the quick link through. Now it can be like held together by friction, but you may want to just kind of wrap it around so that it kind of locks itself in, I suppose. Then at this point, this is where you can go back to arranging. So I guess I should have done the handles first and then this, then arrange. Now we know for next time, okay? So again, I like them. If you're doing the 3 colors, it's nice to do it like this so that they're across from themselves. And then you can just kind of lay your flower petals somewhat flat. One thing that I did when I made mine is I kind of, because they do want to kind of do a little bit of this, but I found if you just kind of take them and just switch spots a little bit, so like this here, I'm gonna just put that red kind of in front, and then the yellow part that's showing between the red, I'm just gonna push with my thumb like that, just to kind of pop it through. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna bring the blue in front, and then the red part that's showing, I'm just gonna pop through just a little bit with my thumb. And as long as I keep remembering which is going in the front, then it'll actually sit nice. So I kind of go in a row, just keep going. Okay. Obviously I did this a lot faster for the little girl who was waiting so patiently. And then when I get to the end, this is the one where we started. Again, you can just bring that and switch spots. And then what that does, you have a beautiful, it sits really, really well. Okay, so you have this gorgeous flower backpack. And then this bit here, if it sticks out too far for you, you can always just take that nozzle and just wrap it sort of into the white bits so that it turns it more into a pinch twist for you. Okay, so that's that. That is the flower backpack. And now I was thinking, how fun would this be as a little hat? So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try and figure out a way to put it on a hairband. And honestly, I don't really think it's that difficult. What we can do, okay, so we know the backpack. Ta-da, backpack. Okay. I'm going to, so I use primary colors on the backpack. We'll use secondary colors on the hairband. Okay, so we're going to just do the exact same thing that we already did. Okay, so where it gets different is with the quick link. I'm just going to grab a quick link. I'll be right back. Okay. So here's my thought process on this. If I take this quick link and almost as if I am going to marriage twist. Oh my gosh. I'm getting another quick link. Okay, you'll see why. What's up? What's up? Okay. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so here's my thought now. Put some air in. I don't care how much. Just do, like I said, we'll do 2 hand pumps. 1, 2, okay? So we are going to, actually on this one, we're going to tie it really, really close to the end. Okay, so we got that way up there. We got tons of neck to work with. We're going to squeeze the crap out of it. So you can see now all the air's in the neck. And we are going to take that knot and we're going to push it all the way until we can grab it where that point is at. Okay. Nope, we're not. See, this is just how my brain goes, okay? I kind of go as I go. I learn as I go. Like I said, we're figuring this out together, right? So I'm taking a piece, a scrap piece of 260. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to tie that to the nozzle with the knot close to the end. Still have a ton of neck here, okay? Now we're gonna do what I just said, except the only thing we just wanted to add in this because I just thought of something, okay? So we've got that craziness going on. I'm just holding the knot and the point that's sticking out because this actually will act like its own little tying thing. So you can just kind of go around that a couple times. And then just when you put it in your fingers, pull them out. Ta-da! You got a cute little apple. But we've got this now sticking out that I can tie to the hairband. Ah! Okay, so there's that bit. Then we're going to take another one of these cuties. I'm going to put some in that. Okay. And that little tiny bit that I just tied off, I'm actually going to now tie the nozzle to that. So I'm just going to, crazy hair going on today. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to wrap it around a couple of times. And then tie it. And it does not matter if you see all of this construction in here. That doesn't matter because we're going to put it in the middle of this. Okay? Oh, why do I arrange it until this is on? I'll get with the program sooner or later, I promise. I haven't even had my coffee yet this morning, so there you go. Okay, cool, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm liking this already. But that's not right. We're gonna go purple, orange, green. Purple, orange, green. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna put this in front. Okay, in front. Pop it through. The next one is in front. Through. The next one is in front. Pop that one through. The next one in front. Purple. There we go. That one in front. Okay, where am I at here? Purple. Oh my gosh, how fun. Okay, that looks super cool. You can even like give them a little bit of a point on the edge if you want a little shape to that flower. You can see I'm just kind of giving it a little pull and a little rub for that flower. Flower love. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. So now I've got these little things sticking out the bottom. I'm thinking I can just tie that. try to do this backwards so you can see. Just tie it right onto the hairband. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is fun. Thanks for tagging along and being part of my creative process anyways. I appreciate that. I love what I do, and I love all of you, and my balloon friends are amazing. So, oh boy, moment of truth. How cute is it? Oh, you can't even see it, but it does sit really nice on the hairband by using that little technique there. I'm gonna duck down so we can take a look and see. How's my hat? Hopefully you can see that, because I can't look at myself in the phone. I'm actually doing this video on my phone, so yeah, so there's that cute little idea. And I'm thinking if we did it in, you know, like a damask print, you could do some black and white, maybe make this, this particular one could even be a little bit smaller so it doesn't sit quite as high off the head. Or you could even, you could use Dave Brennan's 7-petal flower for the base, and then just tie the quick link through. Oh, there's so many ideas. This is what I mean. The thought process behind this stuff, just how it works. Okay, and then the last idea that I had was how to do it using more than 3 colors. So what I thought was, if you take 6 balloons, hang on, I need to get one more. Oh, that's weird. I thought I had a yellow in here. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, cool. I was looking for a yellow because I did have a yellow that I cut. Anyways, so to do this idea, hopefully this works, we're going to take 6 balloons and we're going to actually cut them in half. So I'm going to pull them all up to so that all the nozzles are roughly the same height, and then just kind of find the middle and chop it in half. Okay, just because that's going to give you like approximately half the loop size. And if these are all the same, you know, when you cut them all together, the nozzles are all at the same point, you blow them up, and then, you know, you'll get roughly the same size of loop is my thing. So I'm trying to tie the knots close to the same spot. Yeah, so what I'm doing, the nozzle end, the end that has the nozzle, where I cut it, I'm actually tying it, because the one that has the nozzle is the side that I want to inflate for the hoops. Then I have another idea for the other side of the balloons so that you don't have to waste a half a balloon. We may as well use them all. Okay? And I might speed through this part in the video if I can, just because, I mean, watching me tie balloons probably isn't the most exciting thing for you. Okay, so again, we're going to take these now and we're going to make little loops. You can see these ones are tiny loops, where the other ones were great big loops. These ones will be tiny loops. Okay, so what we're going to have to do, because, I mean, you could just tie them all together, but I'm just going to put that right through there. So it's just a little bit stronger, and then just pull it through. So now I have a little duplet. Okay. And we're going to do that with all 6 colors. choosing to use rainbow because I thought if this looks really neat, it could turn into be like maybe a fun hat to wear for like Pride Month or in a parade. Maybe you could even turn this into a different type of backpack that's not as wild and huge. If you want to have like, you know, just something a little bit different, something to mix in with things that you might already be doing for Pride. Okay. Yeah, so I'm using 2 purples only because I couldn't find a yellow and I didn't want to spend a bunch of time looking for a yellow when really it's just for demonstration purposes anyways. Okay, so now we've got all of our stuff. We're going to take them all, twist them together. Okay, so as we have been doing, different thing. So with our ends that are left over, we can just put just a touch of air in each one so we can make some fun little baubles. Okay, so we're going to do just put a little bit of air in each one. Really, I probably could tie some of these together in little mini duplets also, because they're all going to go together eventually anyways. Okay, so we just got our little bobbly duplets, and hopefully this works. If it doesn't, meh, oh well. At least we got to hang out together. Okay, so we've got that. I just really love the quick links. I just had that idea right now of using a 7-petal flower, and I think the 7-petal flower would work really well for if it's going onto a hairband, because they sit nice and flat, and they're not quite as tall as the quick link that's been apple twisted. Okay, I know I'm probably going to speed through this part. We'll do that on each one. Okay. Ooh. Balloon magic. Yay. Okay. So now we're going to have all this craziness. And we'll take one of these. Yeah, I think this one will go kind of sticking out the back. Okay. Not at the back, out the front. Again, we're going to push the air to the end, except this time we can add in a little bit of craziness. So I just pushed them all in and then grabbed that giant knot. I'm going to try it with this tail. There might be a bit much in there, but we'll see if it will hold. Yep, quick links are awesome. That works awesome. Okay, so we got this cute little thing. That on its own is an adorable headband, can I just say. But we are going to make, yeah, like I'm thinking, should we do this as a backpack? I really want this one, I think, as a hat as well. So I'm not going to do the 7-petal flower, because if you don't know how to do that, you can actually just head on over and check out a tutorial by Dave Brinion because he can show you how to do that. It's on YouTube, I believe, and it's a totally free one. If you can't find it on YouTube, I believe you can still find it on balloon-animals.com, or you can even just contact Dave yourself, and yeah, he might be able to show you where to go, because I know he does have like a Patreon account now, so that might be where you can get that as well. Okay, so again, I just put those little tails through so that I can tie that onto my hairband. And then I've got this little teeny tiny piece of quick link that I used to tie, this tiny piece of quick link here that I used to tie, and then I'm just going to wrap them together a couple of times. Okay, and yes, there's lots of stuff going on that if we were making a snowman, we would obviously want to cover that up, but we're not, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just wrapping it through a couple times, making it nice and tight. And then I'm just going to figure out which balloons I want in which places. I really wish I had yellow. That is actually going to bug me a little bit, but it is what it is. So again, I'm just going to do that little crossover thing. So remember which one's in the front. I'm just doing kind of like the next one I grab is the one that I turn to the front. Super fun. And I do like to give them a little bit of shape because it just makes it more interesting, I think. It's funny how you just put a little bend in a balloon and people are like, oh my gosh, how did you do